Well, as bad of a rap as McDonald's gets, I will say the nice thing about McDonald's in a foreign country is that it brings standards and uniformity, and you know what you're going to get since, it's familiar. Unfortunately, in America, it switches over to the lunch menu at 11. Here, it's 10:30, so I walked in 5 minutes too late. So I got coffee, but I have had to relax what I eat a little bit here. Actually, in Japan, I was actually eating some Snicker bars. I'd probably eat one of those a day, and that would maintain me for probably 4 or 5 hours. So, worst case scenario, you don't eat. Just drink some coffee, which I can get through a couple days here or there. But here, because I can speak the language a little bit, I'll at least be able to tell them what to make for me. In Japan and Korea, it was a struggle. So off we go. I'll find some eggs and meat elsewhere. Well, I've got a couple hours worth of work I have to do. Yeah, you got to be very careful. They ride their motorcycles on the sidewalk, and some of them go like 20 miles an hour or faster. And their attitude is, get out of my way. You have to be very aggressive in China, and I'm going to assume in Taiwan as well. There are so many people. It's Darwinism at its basic nature, where the strong shall survive. And if you do not exude your dominance, they'll walk all over you. So I tend to be, I tend to go in phases. I try, when I first got here, I tried to be polite, but polite does not work. And I'm not saying you're going around swearing at people being rude, but you have to be forceful with what you want. And, forget the other guy. And I have no problem doing that if that's what I have to do. Treat others as they treat you. And you can try to treat people as you want to be treated, but if it's not being returned, then you're a fool if you keep going down that path. I have a refresher course online that I use, and I find that when I spend a couple hours on it, that the Chinese starts to come back, at least what I have already ingrained. But I'm carrying around my dictionary with me. And at McDonald's, I already had to look up a couple words. And there are people, when they go to foreign countries, they will tell you, it looks good, too bad I can't eat it. They will tell you, speak Chinese only, or whatever language you're trying. And I have a tough time with that, especially when I'm doing this type of thing, and especially when I have to work. Obviously, if I call my customers in the United States, start saying ni hao. Yeah. Hey, buddy. Okay. Gonna head back to the hotel, finish up the work I have to do. I'm gonna do the refresher course, and I'm probably gonna take a cat nap, because actually I can feel I'm like a battery that you put on to recharge for just a little while. It comes out, works great for a few minutes, and then starts to fade. So I can feel it in my voice. Everybody has their scooters. Yeah, this feels just like China. This is what they do there. They put piles, everything everywhere. There's no rules, no regulations. At least here they do stop for stoplights. Can't say that they always stop in China, although in the major cities they do. Now they do have family marts here, which I'm not sure if they're Taiwanese or Japanese, but they tend to be more expensive than the other guys. Interesting little alley down there. I think I'll take it since it's a one-way. See what's down here. Look how many restaurants there are. Always amazes me how these places can all stay in business. Also be interesting to see in China, a lot of the restaurants use the same kind of oil to cook their foods. So when you eat at one restaurant and then eat at another, the food tastes similar because they use the same grease. And it's a little frustrating. Wow, this stuff looks good. See, it looks good, but after about 3 or 4 days in a row of that stuff, it starts to taste all the same. At least for me. I don't have the affinity and the love for that type of food. I'll have it once in a while, and that will be good enough for me. Another family mart, one on every corner. Now this feels very much like China. And the only reason I keep repeating that is because, you know, you talk to some Taiwanese and they'll insist that they are not Chinese. And wow, look at the size of those bananas. Wow. Taidala. Wow. Pendala. Wow. Very big. Wow. The fruit looks good. Wow, these look very good. The plums. Oh, awesome. I'm going to buy some fruit here. What could you my lianga? Okay. Yeah, lianga. Yeah, I don't know the word for bananas. Let me look it up here. Okay. 好的。什么椒？
一个20，一颗20。
哦 ，yeah， 他们叫什么？
好吃。
好吃？
对。
好吃。
要几颗
？How about 三个小吃？3个。Let me look those up. Plums. Meza. Okay. Awesome. Okay. And then some apples over here. See any good apples? Oh, these look good. And how about lianga? Oh, awesome. And maybe an orange. And I'm going to memorize these fruits. Okay, and oh, shit. Okay, well, let's see how much this ends up costing me. Okay.
175.
Okay. Yigong?
175.
Yigong? Right. Yep. 175. Yigong. Yigong? Yeah. Yigong. 对. Okay.